Welcome back, enthusiasts. In this second video, we'll guide you through the process of installing Kali on your system. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned user, a fresh installation is the foundation of robust Kali experience. Let's talk about the installation methods. The first being virtual machine installation, which is ideal for testing and experimenting Kali. In this video series, I'm going to use this method. If we talk about the dual boot setup, we can install it alongside our OS for flexibility. Also, we can go through the live USB installation method where we can create a bootable USB drive for portable Kali experience. Before we jump into the installation process, let's ensure your system meets the necessary requirements for a seamless Kali Linux experience. Ensure your system meets the minimum hardware requirements for Kali. That includes a decent processor, sufficient RAM, which is approximately about 2 GB, and an ample disk space, minimum being of 20 GB. Understand the virtualization options available. Whether you choose a physical installation or opt for virtualization platforms like VMware or VirtualBox, select the method that suits your needs. For downloading Kali Linux, we can either go to the official website, which is the Kali Linux website, kali.org/downloads. We can choose the appropriate version, being 32 or 64-bit based on the processor type. Most modern systems you may be using use the 64-bit version. And we can choose the download method that suits, whether it's a direct download or through torrent. Ensure a stable internet connection for smooth download. This is how the interface for download look like. We have a lot of options like installer images, virtual machines. If you want to install Kali on smaller devices, mobile devices, any cloud, the containers, the containerization, if you would have heard about it, the USB bootable drive, and also the WSL framework for Windows. If I look into the installation images, you may have your option listed here. The one that suits me is Apple Silicon. You may select based on your operating system and your processor architecture. As you can scroll down, you may see all the options which may suit your installation needs. For this video series, I am going to use a tool called as UTM, which is something similar to VirtualBox for Windows, and I'm going to download a pre-installed image that can be directly run into UTM. This is how the system looks like. I'm going to create a new machine, select virtualize, and select the ISO image which I have downloaded. So according to the virtual machine boxes that you may be downloading or the softwares that you may be downloading for virtualization, they may ask you how much memory you want to allocate to this virtual machine that you're creating. In my case, I am allocating 2 GB and the cores if available. Also, it may ask you how much disk space you want to specify for that VM. A minimum of 20 GB is required and I'm going ahead and allocating 20 GB to this. It may ask you additional options like if you want to select a directory where you can store this VM and the files that you may be creating inside the VM, which will be acting as a platform to the host operating system. So virtual machines are actually installed on an existing operating system and there is a logical connection between the host operating system and the operating system that is virtualized. It may ask me a few additional things and I am ready to go to load my virtual machine. Now, if I look at running this, it may ask me what type of system I want to start it with. I'm selecting the first option, which is the live. And let's see. Along with this, I think we may also have the access to the shell. After a while, you may be able to see the screen. This is how the interface of Kali Linux looks like. As we have installed the pre-built image on our VM, if you are doing it from scratch, you may need further inputs, out of which that require attention, I am highlighting here in the further slide. Talking about the partitions, allocate disk space judiciously for optimal performance. Whether using guided partitioning or opting for manual partitioning, understand what's good for your use case and how much actual disk space do you require. You also need to take care about the user account setup and the user roles. Defining a strong password is also recommended. After your installation is complete, configure the essential settings like updating the system, installing additional tools, and securing your Kali Linux environment. That's all for this video. Thank you and meet you in the next video.